The FBI has just uncovered a shocking secret inside Blake Lively's lavish estate, a discovery so startling that even seasoned agents were left speechless. Why did they raid the actress's property? What was hidden behind those closed doors? And more importantly, why has the public never known the truth? The evidence they just found changes everything we thought we knew about Blake Lively, and this story is only just beginning. For years, Blake Lively has been seen as the ultimate Hollywood success story. From her breakout role in Gossip Girl to her powerhouse presence on the red carpet, she's built a career that seems flawless on the surface. But last night, that carefully crafted image was thrown into question when federal agents swarmed her estate in an operation that caught everyone off guard. It started just after midnight. Flashing red and blue lights lit up the property as law enforcement moved in. Witnesses say the scene was silent at first. No sirens, no shouting, just a quiet but undeniable presence that suggested this was something serious. Within minutes, the perimeter was secured, and FBI agents were seen entering the home with a clear purpose. As the hours passed, speculation took over. Was this about her, or was someone in her inner circle the real target? And what could possibly be inside her home that warranted a raid of this scale? At first, it seemed like it could be a simple misunderstanding, but then reports started surfacing that suggested otherwise. Authorities weren't just there to look around, they seemed to know exactly what they were searching for. And when they finally found it, the situation took a turn no one saw coming. What investigators uncovered inside the estate was so unexpected, so out of place, that it left even those closest to the actress completely stunned. Blake Lively's estate is nothing short of a fortress, gated, secluded, and designed for absolute privacy. But no amount of security could keep federal agents from uncovering what had been concealed within its walls. As investigators moved through the home, they quickly realized they weren't just walking through another celebrity mansion. Something was different. Unlike most luxury properties, where every inch is designed for display, this estate had areas that seemed intentionally hidden. One of the most shocking discoveries was a room tucked away behind a bookshelf, a secret chamber that few, if any, had access to. Witnesses claim agents had to force their way inside, and what they found left them rattled. Reports suggest that the room wasn't just an unused space or storage area. It was sealed off for a reason. Inside, investigators reportedly uncovered a collection of strange and unexplainable items. Some were simply odd, art pieces, old books, and unusual decor, but others raised serious red flags. Confidential documents, some dating back years, were said to have been stored in locked compartments. The contents of those documents remain unknown, but sources suggest they were important enough to warrant close examination by federal authorities. Then, there was the question of the estate's layout itself. As agents continued their search, they began to suspect that this wasn't the only hidden space. Some areas of the home seemed designed to conceal something. Rooms with no visible entry points, structural inconsistencies in the blueprints, and sections that appeared to have been walled off. Could there be more to this estate than meets the eye? And if so, why had these spaces been kept secret? By the time the search was complete, one thing was clear. Whatever was inside those hidden rooms, it was enough to bring the full force of federal law enforcement straight to Blake Lively's doorstep. But what if she wasn't the real target? What if the raid wasn't about her at all? As the investigation continued, a new theory began to emerge, one that suggested this was just the tip of the iceberg. Blake Lively has always maintained a pristine public image. Unlike many Hollywood stars, she's avoided major scandals, choosing instead to focus on her career, family, and business ventures. But as the FBI continued its investigation, a new question surfaced. Was she really the one they were after? Sources close to the case suggest that the raid may have been about something much bigger than Blake herself. Law enforcement rarely targets high-profile celebrities without solid evidence, and yet, federal agents stormed her estate with undeniable confidence. This has led many to believe that someone close to her, perhaps a business associate, a powerful friend, or even a family member, was the true reason behind the operation. Blake isn't just an actress. Over the years, she's built deep connections in the worlds of fashion, entertainment, and finance. She's worked alongside billion-dollar brands, collaborated with influential figures, and built a personal empire that extends far beyond Hollywood. If one of those connections had been involved in something illegal, it's possible that her estate was being used as a key location in a much larger investigation. Could it be that Blake was simply in the wrong place at the wrong time? Or was she knowingly protecting someone with secrets powerful enough to warrant an FBI raid? One theory that has been gaining traction is that authorities were looking for evidence tied to a larger operation, one that stretches far beyond a single celebrity. Some believe that the agents weren't just searching for financial records or personal documents, but something far more valuable, proof of hidden transactions, undisclosed dealings, or a paper trail that could expose people at the highest levels. If this is true, it changes everything. It would mean that Blake Lively's home wasn't just a target, it was a key piece of a much bigger puzzle. And that raises an even more unsettling question. How much did she know? Was she an innocent bystander, blindsided by the investigation, or was she more involved than anyone realized? Just as speculation reached its peak, new reports surfaced about what the FBI actually took from her estate, and that's when the case took an even stranger turn. As the FBI combed through Blake Lively's estate, they weren't just looking for financial records or digital evidence. They uncovered something much more bizarre. Reports suggest that among the seized items were objects that seemed completely out of place in the home of a Hollywood actress. At first glance, they could have been written off as part of an eccentric collection. After all, celebrities are known for owning rare and unusual items. But what made these findings different was the nature of the objects themselves. Investigators reportedly discovered sculptures with unfamiliar markings, antique books filled with cryptic symbols, and artwork that raised more questions than answers. Some of these pieces were said to be connected to secretive organizations, groups that have long been associated with hidden power, exclusive circles, and off-the-record dealings. But it didn't stop there. Authorities also confiscated a series of documents that appeared to reference transactions and agreements dating back years. Some of the writings allegedly contained signatures of individuals whose names haven't been released to the public yet, fueling speculation that these artifacts weren't just random collectibles, but clues to something far bigger. One item, in particular, seemed to grab the FBI's attention: a set of handwritten notes stored inside a locked compartment. While no official details have been confirmed, sources claim that these papers contained information that could potentially connect Blake, or someone close to her, to powerful figures with influence beyond Hollywood. Could it be that these objects held more significance than anyone realized? Were they mere decorations, or did they serve a deeper purpose? Some believe that celebrities, particularly those with immense wealth and global reach, sometimes collect rare and restricted items not just for their value, but for what they represent. Ownership of certain artifacts has been tied to elite circles for centuries, and if even a fraction of these claims are true, it could explain why the FBI took such an interest in what was inside Blake's home. But here's where things take an even stranger turn, because investigators weren't just looking at physical objects. They were also piecing together a digital trail that might reveal even more about what had been happening behind the scenes. As strange as the physical discoveries were, the FBI's next move made one thing very clear. This raid wasn't just about hidden rooms or mysterious artifacts. It was about money. Investigators reportedly seized stacks of financial documents, encrypted hard drives, and confidential business records during their search. This raised a new set of questions. Was Blake Lively hiding assets? Was her estate being used as part of a larger financial operation? Or was she unknowingly caught up in something much bigger? Blake has built an empire that extends far beyond acting. She's launched successful business ventures, partnered with high-end fashion brands, and made strategic investments that have positioned her among Hollywood's most financially savvy figures. On the surface, her finances appear clean, but if history has taught us anything, it's that wealth and power often come with hidden layers. Some insiders believe that the FBI's true focus wasn't just on Blake, but on potential offshore accounts, hidden transactions, or unreported income tied to powerful individuals. Authorities have taken down major figures in the past for tax fraud and financial mismanagement. So could this be another case of the federal government cracking down on the rich and powerful? One theory suggests that the investigation is tied to a larger financial network, one that involves more than just Blake Lively. If true, this could mean that her estate wasn't just a personal home, but a key location in a broader probe. But how did the FBI know where to look? Some speculate that a whistleblower may have tipped off authorities, providing evidence that led them straight to her doorstep. Others believe that a digital trail, perhaps encrypted emails, hidden transactions, or flagged financial reports, led investigators to her home. If that's the case, Blake may not be the only celebrity caught up in this. It wouldn't be the first time Hollywood's elite found themselves under federal scrutiny. Over the years, multiple A-list stars have faced investigations over financial misconduct, secretive dealings, and undisclosed partnerships. Could this be the next major scandal to shake the entertainment industry? As the pieces of this puzzle come together, one thing is becoming increasingly clear. This case isn't just about Blake Lively. It's about something much larger. And if the FBI's suspicions are correct, more names could be exposed in the coming weeks. But what happens next? And will this investigation stop at Blake, or is Hollywood about to witness a massive unraveling of secrets? Blake Lively's estate may have been the center of the FBI's operation, but if the whispers coming out of Hollywood are true, this investigation is only getting started. Insiders claim that this raid could be part of a much bigger effort to expose hidden dealings within the entertainment industry. It's no secret that Hollywood has long been a breeding ground for secret financial arrangements, underground power struggles, and behind-the-scenes negotiations that never make it to the public eye. But could this be the moment when it all begins to unravel? Some believe that what the FBI found inside Blake's home wasn't just about her. It could be tied to a larger network of high-profile figures who have something to hide. If that's the case, this investigation might not stop with one celebrity. It could lead to a domino effect, revealing financial ties, private dealings, and backdoor transactions that stretch far beyond Hollywood. Could this be why the FBI is staying so silent? When major figures are involved, authorities often work behind closed doors, gathering as much evidence as possible before making their next move. If this case has ties to other power players, then what comes next could be even more shocking than the raid itself. And if history has taught us anything, it's that Hollywood has a way of protecting its own. In the past, major scandals involving elite figures have often been downplayed, covered up, or swept under the rug before the full truth could ever come out. The industry thrives on control over narratives, reputations, and, most importantly, the flow of money. If Blake Lively's estate was somehow linked to a broader financial web, there are undoubtedly people who don't want the public to know the full story. But here's the thing. No matter how carefully secrets are kept, the truth always finds a way out. And the FBI doesn't launch an operation of this scale unless they believe they have something worth pursuing. The real question is, how deep does this go? Could Blake Lively just be the beginning of a much bigger investigation? Are other celebrities, business moguls, or powerful insiders also under scrutiny? And if so, who will be the next to fall? As Hollywood holds its breath, waiting for the next revelation, one thing is clear. This story is far from over. And what happens next could change everything. Blake Lively may be at the center of this shocking investigation, but there's one person who hasn't been mentioned nearly enough: Ryan Reynolds. As her husband and business partner, many are wondering how much he knows about the situation and whether he could be connected to the case in any way. Ryan isn't just another Hollywood A-lister. He's one of the smartest businessmen in the industry. Over the years, he's expanded far beyond acting, making massive deals in the world of marketing, tech, and even professional sports. His investments in Aviation Gin, Mint Mobile, and Wrexham AFC have earned him a reputation as one of the most savvy business celebrities today. But with great success comes increased scrutiny. If the FBI's investigation into Blake Lively involves financial dealings, could Ryan Reynolds also be under the microscope? It wouldn't be the first time a celebrity power couple found themselves entangled in the same legal battle. So far, Ryan has remained completely silent on the situation. No public statements, no cryptic social media posts, nothing. This is unusual for someone who is normally so vocal and quick-witted online. Some fans believe he may be staying quiet to protect his family, while others suspect he's distancing himself from something much bigger. There's also the possibility that Ryan himself had no idea about what was going on inside his own home. With his constant filming schedules, global business meetings, and commitments to Wrexham FC, he spends a significant amount of time away. Could it be that the secrets hidden within their estate were kept from him as well? But here's where things get even more interesting. If Blake is under federal investigation, how will this affect Ryan's businesses? Will his financial ventures be examined next? Could this raid trigger a deeper look into Hollywood's elite business deals? The silence surrounding Ryan's involvement is only making people more curious. If he knows something, will he eventually speak out? Or is he preparing for a legal battle that could shake both his personal and professional life? One thing is certain. This investigation is no longer just about Blake Lively. And if Ryan Reynolds' name gets pulled into the mix, Hollywood may be looking at a scandal far bigger than anyone expected. In a world where celebrity rivalries are often carefully constructed by the media, some real tensions remain hidden behind the glitz and glamour. One of the most surprising and largely underreported feuds that seems to have surfaced recently is between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni. On the surface, both of them are beloved Hollywood figures, but things may not be as friendly as they appear. The tension first began to bubble to the surface when Blake and Justin were working together on a high-profile film project, The Age of Adeline, 2015, in which they shared some notable screen time. Reports from insiders suggest that while their on-screen chemistry seemed effortless, the behind-the-scenes energy wasn't nearly as harmonious. Some sources claim there was an underlying competitive edge between the two, with Blake known for her strong opinions and Justin, a rising star, trying to carve out his own space in the industry. The first signs of trouble came during press events for the film. Despite being co-stars, Blake seemed unusually distant from Justin at promotional events. While Ryan Reynolds and other co-stars were seen interacting warmly with Justin, Blake's interactions with him appeared forced, even passive-aggressive. The tension didn't go unnoticed by those in the industry, and rumors started to swirl about a possible rivalry. Then, things took an even more interesting turn during an interview on The Tonight Show. Blake, known for her sharp wit, was asked about her past co-stars, and when Justin Baldoni's name came up, her response was notably curt. She didn't mince words, stating that while she respected him professionally, their personal dynamics were complicated, and she hinted at creative differences on set. Blake Lively's fans and the media alike took notice. Some speculated that there had been a clash over leadership on set, with Justin pushing for more control in certain scenes, a move that reportedly rubbed Blake the wrong way. It wasn't just the work, they also had differing approaches to fame and how they engage with it. Blake's style is understated, letting her work speak for itself, while Justin, known for his motivational speaking and public advocacy, often finds himself in the spotlight for causes and social issues. But what does this rivalry have to do with the FBI raid on Blake's estate? That's where it gets even more intriguing. Sources close to the investigation suggest that Justin Baldoni's name has come up in some of the financial documents taken during the raid. Were Blake's financial dealings and hidden business ventures somehow connected to Justin in a way no one knew about? Could the tension between them have led to a falling out that involved more than just creative differences? Some even speculate that their rivalry could be linked to something darker. Was there a secret business deal that went wrong? Or were they both unknowingly pulled into a situation neither could control? The story continues to evolve, with many asking if this personal rivalry could have far-reaching implications for Blake, Ryan, and their businesses. Could the drama between Blake and Justin be the key to uncovering a much bigger conspiracy? And if this feud plays a role in the ongoing investigation, what more could we learn about the hidden sides of Hollywood's elite? One thing is certain, this rivalry is far from over, and it might just be the most shocking twist in a case that no one could have predicted. With the FBI staying silent and Blake Lively refusing to comment, the public is left with more questions than answers. What was really inside her hidden rooms? Who, if anyone, was she protecting? And will this investigation stop at her doorstep, or is Hollywood bracing for a bigger storm? As the pieces of this mystery continue to unfold, one thing is certain: the truth, when it finally comes out, may be even more shocking than anyone imagined. What do you think? Is this just another overblown Hollywood scandal, or is there something far deeper at play? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. If you liked the video, don't forget to like and subscribe for further updates.